Hey there, Tater Tots! We're back in our hardcore world on Minecraft 1.19, and in this one, we're at the base solving a problem I mentioned in the last video. It wouldn't be a hardcore adventure without having to chop down a bunch of trees. Maybe we should do something about that in the future, but that's a problem for later, Tater. Before we get started on building a wood empire in this world, I need to get my hands on a beacon. I haven't gotten any wither skulls yet, so that means a trip to the Nether Fortress. While I head that way, now is the perfect time to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you know as soon as new hardcore videos come out. After a much longer time than I'd like to admit, I got the 3 skulls and went to get things ready to fight the Wither. I made a nice area down in the deep slate levels and made sure I had everything I'd need. After all, I wasn't going to fight it with no armor like my buddy Earth Twister. So there I was in the heat of battle without knowing if this was the final quest that would end my hardcore world. But let's face it, the Wither fight in Java is way too easy. I attacked the 3-headed monster over and over to get its health down. At one point, I was really nervous that I'd wither away as I watched my hearts disappear. But in the end, I struck the final blow and the beast was defeated. I took the star and returned home. We're gonna need the beacon later. Hey Roy, we made it! We fought the Wither! It was fantastic! Here, have a fish. Good kitty. Now it was time to gather materials for my sawmill build. You know, I think it's the silliest thing that I have to chop wood manually just to build an area where we won't have to manually chop wood anymore. Now I've got the materials together, and I think right across the river from the industrial district is the perfect spot for the sawmill. So now let's do this thing. You know what time it is. On your mark, get set, go. I took lots of inspiration from Google Images for this build, but I ended up combining them all together into something I'm really happy with. I mainly used dark oak and oak for the building, with a little bit of spruce thrown in for good measure, just to get that rustic feel. I feel like I got a splinter just looking at it. I absolutely love the water wheel on the side, keeping everything running too. Looks like I'm just about done, so I'll see you in just a second. So take a look at this, guys. I love this build. Actually, let's start outside. I think that's the best place to start. So you see we've got a little bit of a storage area over here for some of the wood that we've collected. I did some texturing on the ground between dirt and coarse dirt and then a little bit of gravel kind of to show a path. If we come out here out front, we've also got some wood stored and lighting and that sort of thing. And then here, so this is something interesting that I thought of. So other people have probably done something similar. But I use grindstones as kind of like wheels or rollers because I imagine you're kind of pushing the wood along to get the stripped spruce here. And then we use stone cutters at the bottom just because those saw blades, they're menacing, right? But they would do something like that. And then here on the other side, this is where we're storing all of our stripped wood. Man, I love this place. Up there might be, you know, a break room or something like that for the workers, maybe a place to sleep because I imagine they don't have the best working conditions. And then we've got storage all around, actual storage with barrels. I think there's some back there as well. But I think there's something that we're missing with the outside of this picture. Let's see if we can add it right now. There it is. Take a look at that. So we've got our barge down there, and I also added that crane over there. So basically that area here, let's go over there just so I can show you. Okay, so if we come over here, this is the holding area for the wood that's been processed or that's going to be shipped or whatever, and then it gets moved out here or out here somewhere. Anyway, the crane picks it up and then it puts it on the barge. Man, this is awesome to take it over to the industrial district or anywhere else in the world where they might be trading. Maybe that village over there. I don't know. But I know what you're thinking. Tater, this build is fine and all. That's great. But how is this going to help you actually get wood and stop doing things manually? Let me show you. If we come in here, I figure probably somewhere like in this back corner or something like that, I'm going to have a hole that goes down. Oh, good shovel. Goes down really deep where I'm going to have an automatic tree farm down there. But before we get into that, in the last episode, I said that if that video got 50 likes, I would plant a whole poppy field for my subscribers. Well, you didn't quite get there, but you know what? This is my way of thanking you for believing in me, so we're going to do it anyway. Luckily, we have plenty of poppies from the iron farm. I just have to find a field to plant all these in. And after a little bit of flying around the base area, I think I found the perfect spot. Okay, This is going to take me a little while. I'm going to get to work and let's see what the finished product looks like. Man, that looks awesome, and I'll continue to grow it as we get more tater tots. Actually, that's a good idea. If any of you out there know how to retexture poppies to look like tater tots, that would be awesome. Let me know in the comments, Twitter, Discord, wherever. By the way, I'm still grinding away at that 8-hour End City rating video, so keep a lookout for that. Now, if this video gets 50 likes, I'll keep a book of my favorite comments from each video and showcase those comments as well. Not a bad way to get a shout out, so you know what to do. There we go. There. Awesome. First beacon. Now we'll put this bad boy right there and we'll go boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So guys, you have got to see this. I was digging down from, up there as you do, and look at this giant cave that we've got here. And it doesn't end here. I've been trying to light it up and I've been trying to take out these guys. I'm out of torches, so I only have one left. But there's still guys spawning. Get up. Okay, first shot. Anyway, look at this. This is giant, and I still have to go just a little bit deeper, by the way. I have to go down to basically level 0 for this farm. I wasn't thinking about how tall it was to try to put it underground, but I'm going to continue doing this. We've got to do something down here in this cave at some point, though. Whew, guys, this took a long time to dig out, especially because the last, probably 10, 12, 15 blocks or so digging down, the beacon wasn't helping me anymore, but it is what it is. We got some really cool stuff. Check it out. So lots of resources, and there were more, so much rotted on the way just because I wasn't, and we even got some diamonds, by the way. I did have to repair my stuff once because both of these pickaxes were almost done, but the hard part's done, I think. Now we just have to build this farm. I tell you what, guys, this video, I've done more projects than I think I've ever done in any video. I spent a lot of time on this, several hours. I was up late last night, and I don't know if you know me, but Tater staying up late is not a thing. But let me show you what we've been working on. I'll flip this up and, oh my goodness. Just kidding. So this is it, guys. This is our tree farm. Now, look, I know it looks ugly. I get it, but think of this as like behind the scenes. It's very industrial, right? No safety precautions, that sort of thing. So you'll notice I've got signs everywhere, and that's because this is a very complicated build by IanX04. You may have seen Grian built this very recently in Hermitcraft, and it is awesome. This is an awesome tree farm. The only thing that it doesn't do very well or at all is a 2x2 trees, so like spruce and dark oak. So spruce will be fine, but dark oak we're still going to have to do manually. And I'll give you a little bit of a demo here in a second, but there's something that I need to discuss first. Typically, when I start a Minecraft world, one of the first things that I do is set up a skeleton experience farm. But we didn't do that in this one because what we found instead was a triple cave spider spawner. So bone meal for a farm like this is a problem. So to tackle that, I created this, a bone meal farm. Let's flip this on. Now the frame rates do get pretty low with this running. It's just part of it, I guess. But I built a moss-powered bone meal farm, and I apologize if it's getting choppy. I really do. If we come up here, you can see that moss is getting generated. This is completely self-sufficient, so part of the bone meal that this generates, and I'll turn this down in post, part of the bone meal that this generates goes back into the farm so that, here, I'll show you, right here, so that it can continue running, but a lot of the bone meal also goes back into our system. Ow. So if we go back up here, you can see this right here is our bone meal chest, and bone meal is coming in, which is really great because we don't have any other way of getting it. So let's switch this on, and you'll see really quickly some TNT is about to fall and start exploding things. You see that? Oh, goodness gracious, that's so scary. Okay, so let's head up there. Need to give ourselves bone meal. So there we go. So if we go here. Oh, okay, really, you have to do this really quickly. There we go. That's the correct way to do it. So you put your saplings in your offhand and then your bone meal in your main hand, and you just hold down the right click. That's literally all you have to do. And as soon as it gets blown up, you plant another one, you bone meal it right away, and there it goes. So there, I've switched it off. Let's see what we've got here. 1, 2, 2.5, 3, Yeah, over 3 stacks of spruce, and I did not run this long. I ran this for like 5 minutes, so this is really good. I am really happy with how this whole episode turned out. But that's all I've got for today. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. See ya.